Ladies and gentlemen, bookworms and financial sleuths, gather around. You're in for a treat because today we're going to dive into the world of high frequency trading, HFT, through the lens of Michael Lewis's fascinating expose, Flash Boys. So grab your reading glasses and a stiff drink because things are about to get both enlightening and incredulous. Let's dissect the top 10 insights from Flash Boys in a way that'll charm your socks off and maybe, just maybe, make you look at Wall Street a bit differently. Title 1: The Velocity of Greed in Nanoseconds. In the Grand Casino of Wall Street, speed has always been a commodity, but Flash Boys unveils a new breed of player, the high-frequency trader, with a need for speed that would make even Lightning McQueen dizzy. These traders, like cheetahs dressed in bespoke suits, have built an entire industry on being a microsecond faster than the average Joe, or the average Joe's stock trade, to be precise. What's a microsecond, you ask? Well, it's 1/1,000,000th of a second, which is about the time it takes for a corporate executive to say profit margins with a straight face. 2. The invisible hand hits the speed dial. Adam Smith bequeathed us the concept of the invisible hand, which supposedly guides free markets. However, in the bizarro world of HFT, this gentle hand has been replaced with a speed-addicted, algorithmically charged fist that punches in and out of the market faster than you can say market manipulation. HFT is like taking that invisible hand and giving it a Formula One car and a Red Bull. It's going to tear up the economic fabric faster than you can blink. And it does. Now 3. The fairy tale of the level playing field. The stock market was once thought of as a level playing field where everyone had a fair chance. Flash Boys rips this fairy tale to shreds, revealing a twisted reality where HFT players are like Queen's guards at Buckingham Palace. Only instead of standing still, they shove you out of the way to whisper in the Queen's ear before you can open your mouth. The financial markets are as level as the Leaning Tower of Pisa after these technologically advanced traders get done tilting the field in their favor. In 4. The Curious Case of Brad Katsuyama. Enter our protagonist, the not-your-typical Wall Street guy, Brad Katsuyama, a trader who smelled something fishy and didn't rest until he found the dead tuna hiding behind the server racks. Brad is like Sherlock Holmes, if Holmes left his pipe at Baker Street and traded it for a Bloomberg terminal. His journey through the rabbit hole of HFT leads us to believe that sometimes one man really can make a difference, even when the odds and the algorithms are stacked against him. Question 5. The illusion of market efficiency. Efficient market hypothesis, EMH? More like elusive market hocus pocus. Michael Lewis puts his finger on the pulse of HFT and declares it as a major slap to the EMH. The stock market, he shows us, can be fooled, gamed, and bent, turning market efficiency into market effrontery. This isn't a bazaar of rational decisions and informed players. It's more like a playground where HFT is the bully taking everyone's lunch money by exploiting the system's inefficiencies. In 6. Building a better mousetrap, the IEX exchange. Our hero Brad and his band of merry men and women don't just sit around complaining about HFT, they strap on their construction hats and build a new exchange, the IEX, a mousetrap designed to catch these HFT mice sneaking away with the cheese. IEX introduces speed bumps, which are basically the equivalent of putting a speed limit in an escape route for the Fast and the Furious franchise. It slows those HFT tricksters just enough so that everyone reaches the finish line simultaneously. Tantra 7. Technological arms race. We all love a good arms race, don't we? Well, in Flash Boys, the weapons are fiber optic cables and secretive algorithms. This is less Top Gun and more Top Geek. Countries might measure firepower in nuclear warheads, but on Wall Street, it's measured in nanoseconds and data center proximity. Countries want to talk disarmament. These guys just keep building faster and more secretive tech. So 8. The ethical quandary of high-frequency trading. Lewis doesn't just report on HFT, he makes us lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if everything we knew about right and wrong needs a software update. High-frequency trading lives in a gray area that's murkier than a foggy morning in London town. It's not illegal, but is it right? If HFT is the smartest kid in class, it's also the one selling test answers, technically savvy, ethically sketchy. 9. The complicity of Wall Street. In Flash Boys, no one is innocent. The book paints a financial Lone Star state where everyone's implicated in the HFT shootout. There's no high noon here, just high speeds. Major banks, exchanges, and even regulators seem to be in on the game. It's like having referees who are also placing bets on the players. This isn't a failure of individual morality as much as it is an institutional shrug to the tune of, that's just business. DAF 10. The Power of Transparency. If Flash Boys were a Netflix series, transparency would be the underrated character that saves the day. The book demonstrates that clarity is to HFT what sunlight is to vampires. By introducing transparency through the IEX, Katsuyama and his team shed light on the dark corridors of the stock market. It's as if they switched on the financial market's kitchen lights and watched as all the cockroaches of corruption scattered.